It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Welcome to Brooklyn, New York. The Nets playing host at Barclays Center as they look for a win at home. And Doncic, here we go. Good. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Porzingis following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Back to Harden. Lachey driving in. And the jam by Harden.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
KD's shot is off.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Dallas. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
And Doncic gets it to go. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Irving after Luka Doncic's bucket.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's off from three-point range. Nets trailed by 5. Stolen away. Pass to Kleba. Back to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. There's the triple. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Doncic plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 11 points for Luka Doncic.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
And here's Doncic from the arc.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Drills the three-pointer.
Man, the confidence Irvin has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And finished off by KD.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Powell in the high post. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, big-time height advantage there, and he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
Irving from long range. Unable to get that one. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too, but